Should probably see a thing saying, ooh. Hello! Welcome back to Bobby Codes. We left on kind of a weird note last night because, to be honest, I really shouldn't have been streaming. I was so sleep deprived, but just wired, excited because I just got my furniture and everything set up. And so, I couldn't help but do a stream. But, I couldn't even think. And so, naturally, I got some good rest, and I took a big nap today, too. I actually couldn't wait to sleep in my bed again, because it was the first time I slept in a bed in way too long. And so, I wanted to just pop in. This probably won't be a long stream, but I just wanted to clear the air, because, well, it didn't take me long to figure out how to solve the problem that I was having. And so, to just kind of recap what the issue was. So, I'm trying to replace, just sort the placeholders in the representation output. It's actually an extremely simple thing. Here's the, I'll just run the output the way that it is currently. So I'm just slurping in, I'm just evaluating the form that will just slurp in the expected representation for this solution, this Armstrong numbers solution. And so all of the local and global variables have been normalized to placeholder names. So here we have placeholder 0, and then that gets called again, and then here we have a function that's placeholder 9. And so the reason we wanted to sort those is, well, because I imagine a lot of representations are extremely similar. They might actually be identical, except for the fact that the placeholders are in different order. So, and I was totally beating myself up, and then getting upset that I was getting upset that I couldn't do such a simple thing. And so the problem that I was having is that, let's see if I still have the thing that I was trying to do. No, I guess not. I got rid of it. But anyway, yeah. So here is the new sort placeholders function, so instead of just reducing the string replace function, and that wouldn't work because it would find, say, placeholder 1. If you had placeholder 10, yeah, let me just show what I'm talking about. So let's say we have a string that has placeholder 1, and say it also has placeholder 10. And so let's say we want to change we want to change the ones tens. How about that? Oh, oh, yeah, ones to tens. Yeah, so then we get placeholder 10 and placeholder 100, and this was totally messing me up. And so I was thinking, how do we need to capture uh, the entire thing, and so I knew it was could be accomplished with a regex, but so that's what I'm doing here. The way we would do it would be to use this. So just capture placeholder with whatever one or more digits after it, and then we can just have a map. So we would say map placeholder 1 to 10. And that doesn't work. Oh, because it has to include all of them. So then we would map 10 to something else. Let's turn 10s into, say, 5. And cool. So it changed 1 to 10 and 10 to 5. So what we were doing before was creating a sequence of vectors that include, well, the first item in the vector is the original order of the placeholders in the string representing the source code, which is just generated using reseek, which is just using the same regex that grabs the placeholder with one or more digits and just outputs a sequence of them so that we see what order they occur in the code. And then the second item in the vector is the new order. And then creating the sequence of vectors. And so then I turn it around backwards so that when we put it into a map, then we get a map of what the what each one needs to be replaced with. I think that's right. And so it seems to work. Now I can get rid of this because that's what I was originally doing. And so let's just define that to see that it works. And so here is where we're slurping in the expected representation. We're running through our sort placeholder selection and then just reading the code so that we can see it as code instead of a string. And so here's what we have. Starts with placeholder 0. That's right. Then this was originally. Let me show the. Let's read code without sorting them so that I can see them side by side. So yeah, that was 9, then 10, and then and so on. And so the so then it goes 1, and then 3, and they're in order. So it seems to have solved the problem that I spent like 3 hours not knowing what to do with So that means that we can run it. Now that we know that that works, we have our sort placeholders function. No one needs to ever know. We'll just keep this between us. How about that? No one ever needs to know how long it took me to do that. And let's see, this was all my scratch code trying to do stuff. And let's see, so here we want to do one where I map through. Yeah, so here's 50, the first 50 expected representations, just as a whole mess of strings. Oh, and then I have, I wrote a strip namespace function, which just for ease of comparing them. So this is how I realized that a lot of these might be the same, except for the placeholder numbers. See all that? That's very sloppy normalization. And so let's see if we can just map sort placeholder on this. And there we go. Now they all start with 1. And okay, so here's where, let me just make sure. Yes, this is great. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And yeah, so I'm working on the branch. The branch is normalize placeholders. So it would be great if I can actually check this in and make a PR. Wow. Actually make a PR. That's like the goal of every stream. So yeah, here's the fun part. Is where, let me get, so out of these 50, let's see if we turn it into a set that will tell us how many unique ones there are if I count them. And well, they are all unique. Okay, let's try it with all 500 Armstrong numbers. So there's 476 unique ones as it is. Okay, so now this is the moment of truth to see if this improved the thing at all. And this is cool that I'm doing this on stream so that you get to see this be part of the excitement. And it didn't. They're still all unique. Wow, that's crazy. That out of all this, let me take a look at them. Actually, that means there are only 24 that it got rid of. And we're normalizing for white space. We are macro expanding everything. And replacing all of the variables with placeholders and sorting them. And still it's only, this is a very interesting problem. I wonder if it's a Clojure thing. Like, because maybe there's just so many different ways to write Clojure that I wonder how this compares to other languages. This is bothering me. There we go. So anyway, wow. I'm still going to to check in this PR, because for other solutions it might make a difference. But first, I need to make sure the tests still pass once we modify our representation function. And so, first of all, let's just make sure that the tests pass now. Like, hopefully I didn't mess anything up. And let's see, so these are gonna go, yeah, how about here? All right, so here's our existing representation function. So it just finds the file with the source code in it. It runs our normalization function, which uses tools analyzer to macro expand it. Then we're using the emit normalized, now we're using emit hygienic form that I hacked in order to not create unique identifiers, but to create normalized identifiers. And it does that for only the local variables. So then the next step is to replace the defs, which is the function, the feature that I just completed before this, and then realized that because of all of that, we ended up with unsorted placeholders. So, all right, I'll save this file and run the tests. I'll open up a terminal. And what is the command? It's in the README. We're testing with the Cognitech test runner. And it's probably taking a while because I'm streaming. And now it's testing the twofers. And cool, so that means I didn't break it. Oh, hey, I didn't notice that anyone was here. I just looked at the chat. Boop. Okay, so now here's what we will do. This replace defs is returning a string, and then we will just map sort placeholders on it. Right? Sounds good to me. This will turn it into an anonymous function. And we'll see if it works. Actually, wait. That's not right. Just sort the placeholders. We're not mapping because it's just running it on a single solution. And it's not blowing up immediately, so that's a good sign. Oh, okay. Looks like we got errors. Okay, so let's try running it on just one and see what's happening. Ah, I know what it's doing. So this function here is not outputting a string. It's outputting a zipper, which is a data structure that represents parsed source code. And so where is it turned into a string? It just turns it into a string? No. It pretty prints it. We need to make it so that sort placeholders outputs a zipper. So we'll do that with z of string. And that's the, yeah. And then, yeah, let's try it again. No, it still doesn't work. Let's see what the error was. It's trying to cast a list to a character sequence. All right, so let's try to debug this. I need some music. I need my grandma in the room. So let's listen to her 2006 CD. There we go. And I need some nicotine. What is this? Is this Mozart? Let me go to her website. I want to see the tracks here. Yeah, so this is Mozart Sonata 332, which is the one after the Turkish March. That's like the one that everyone knows that that's 331. Cool. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. It pulls in the libraries. Here's the normalization, the first pass. And here's an atom that stores the state of the code as it's being processed. And here's our function that walks through the code and replaces the variables with placeholder names. Then this does that to all of them. Then this one sorts the placeholders. Okay, so let me just comment this out and evaluate this so that that's the old version. And, oh, you know, so we would say represent, and this takes a map with, first we need the slug of the exercise, which would be, I had this already here and then I deleted it, but, oh, here we go. I love this song. Yeah, so this is the output directory. And the input directory. And the slug is just Armstrong numbers with a hyphen as a string. Oh, yeah, this needs to be an actual number, so we'll try it on the first one. And, okay, so this, it outputs nil, but then it spits out a file in that directory, which is in here. Representation txt, and yeah, so it's placeholder 0, and then it goes to placeholder 5, so they're out of order. And so let's see what happens now when I uncomment this, reevaluate it, and then this will give us some error. And yeah, that's what we got before. So what's going on here? We'll make a, I'll extract just the body of the function and make one that doesn't output these files, because we don't want to do that right now. Instead, it will just output the representation, and I will plug in these things inside this let binding. So the slug will be that. Instead of keys, these will be local variables. So and we're not using the output directory because we're not outputting anything. And so we'll run that, and yeah, that'll... Oh, you know what? It's, I need to actually just evaluate the entire file again. Alright, let's just... Why did it do that? It's, Oh, because... Okay, I need to, if I comment out these forms, then I should be able to just evaluate the whole file. Cool. Okay, so now I can try this, and... Alright, so that outputs the unsorted source code. And so... Okay, we're trying to... I see what's going on. Sort placeholders is expecting a string. So we need to actually convert it. It's expecting a string, but it's getting a zipper. So this old order here we'll do it here. So instead of, we'll turn this into an anonymous function. So sort placeholders. And then in the zipper API, it's, how do we turn it into a string? It's just a root string. Let me evaluate the file just to... So that's interesting. Why wouldn't it be working now? Okay, so here's the code. And so the first step that we would need to do would be root string. Okay, so it's not a zipper. It's a persistent list. Okay, because it's, alright, so this replace defs, it's outputting, what is it outputting? It's outputting the result of this call to pre-walk, which it should be outputting a zipper. Oh, okay. Yeah, so here, yeah, it's turning it into an S expression, which is just a list representing Clojure code. So actually, let's just have it. Yeah, it needs to do that because that's recursive. But then to turn the S expression into a string, we'll just tack that here. And so how would we do that? Okay, so it's recursive, but that's what we're doing when we're done. So I could just have this output a root string instead, right? I think that works. Okay. Now I'm confused. I need to I love this song. Yeah, I think it would just be this. No? Instead of this... Wait, that would be doing the same thing, actually. I might have... It could be that this is not right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do this. That's illegal. This needs to output the S expression. So then how do I have the final output be, Wait, no, that should work. Oh, so why did that fail? Somehow I just changed something and messed it up, so, I think it's this. Okay, so here's what we have. We need to make my brain work. So how would I actually just... Can I just turn it into a string? Would it be that simple? Just... Yeah, okay, oh my god. And just output a string. Okay. So during this step, we would just do str that. Oh, and it's still, oh, interesting. So, this is probably just totally simple, and I'm just, expecting, too much of myself. Like, oh my god, the stream last night was, like, really embarrassing. Just embarrassing because I'm just, like, so hard on myself. Totally unnecessary. It's like, I just feel like I've been doing this for 5 years, so like I feel like I should like know what I'm doing by now or something. And so when I get stuck on something totally simple, it's just like I feel like a failure. Alright, so what's going on here? It's outputting the code there. Let me just make sure I didn't, yeah, let me run it, run it without this form just to, yeah, so why, I should be able to just evaluate this whole file instead of repeating this whole business of ignoring the form, then evaluating it, and then uncommenting it. Yeah, that's weird. Why do I have to do that every time? Alright, so there's no reason why this shouldn't work. What I'll do is take this whole output and store it as just a throwaway variable. I'll even call it throwaway. Evaluate the whole file. Yeah, why is it, why does that not work? Huh. That's genuinely perplexing. I'll have to figure out why that's happening, and like if I can't like ask somebody who knows more about this shit. Okay, so now we have the throwaway thing. So now I can actually play with it without having to do all of that shit. So we turn it into a string. That works. And then we would sort placeholders. Wait a minute. I just figured it out. I just made it so that sort placeholders is expecting a zipper. So let's change that back. There, so now it wants a string again. There, so now that works. So, okay, I think we might be coming in for a landing. I'll comment that out. And, comment that out. And, I'll uncomment that, save the file, and run the tests. Oh, it's still not working. It's doing the same thing. Oh, because, we can't just sort the placeholders, we need to do this. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, no. I got excited. What is sort, yeah, we can't, we need to make it so that sort place... Wait a minute. We need to make it so that this outputs a zipper. Right? No. What is not a zipper, but an S expression, not a string. So we would turn it into a zipper, and then turn that into an S expression. I was doing an interview one time, and they had made special arrangements for me. Well, because I only have one hand, and it still didn't work. And so they said that they would allot me extra time to do the interview, because I told them that, they can't be expecting me to code at 120 words per minute. And, the funny thing is during the interview, my interviewer told me to slow down because I was going too fast. The funniest interview I ever had. I actually passed that part of it. But, it was like, how in the world would I possibly go too fast? And I think it's actually just a nervous thing that I do. So why isn't this working? Now, it's telling us there's some error in this code itself. Does it give a line? There's a syntax error on line 114. It's trying to cast a symbol to a vector. Okay, so I'll comment this out again, and now I should be able to evaluate the whole file. And so here is the throwaway variable the way it was before. So we evaluate throwaway, and we get the old source code, which is the output without doing anything. And so let's see if we can evaluate this. And oh, that does work. So then what's the problem? Oh, because that's the old one. I haven't tried this yet. Wait. Replace defs. Oh, you know what? Because replace defs outputs what? A zipper. No, an S expression. And yeah, we should be able to turn that into... Okay, this is, what's going on? Instead of doing this here, I could do it here. So instead of an anonymous function, I actually don't know what the difference would be doing it this way, but okay, so that works. Why would that work and not the other way? I think I know why. But I'm not even gonna bother explaining it. What did I just do? My linter is going crazy. All I did was format it. Oh, I didn't format. I hit something that I wasn't supposed to. Okay, so I'll comment this shit out. Comment this out, and I'll take this out. And put this here. Okay, now I'll save the file and run the tests. I just... My heart like skipped a beat. I thought it failed. Okay, so these are all the failing tests, that's correct. We want them to fail because what it's doing is it's comparing the expected representations to the current result, which is now different because we need to regenerate the expected representations, which means that I probably finally got it. And so I'm just going to interrupt this, actually. And, you know, I could make a function to actually do this for me because when developing this thing, I end up having to do this repeatedly. But, and so, yeah, this is the workflow where I have to comment these things out, which makes it so that it will not clean up the files after testing. And so now I need to run it and generate the expected representations. So now I'll run the tests and I think they will all fail. Or, no, actually, I think well, we'll just see. All right. Oh, now what's going on? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't freak out. I need to, we need to run this first so that it will generate the failing representations and then leave them there. Now it's testing the, okay, so now they're all failing, which is what we want. And this is what I put on the screen when Elon walks into the room, so that it looks like I'm doing something. Nice suspenseful tune. All right. So we had 748 failures, which means that out of 1,000 tests, like 250 of them or so were actually already sorted. So now we do the same thing, but generate the expected representations, and so now they should all pass. Yeah, this is kind of a long process just for updating them. I could make a function to do that for me. Alright, so now we have no failures and no errors. But I still need to run them one more time in order to clean up all of the files, like we do normally. And then should be done. So actually I'm kind of wrapping this stream up. I didn't think that this would last over an hour, but that's actually cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna clean up this code a little bit. So that I'm not checking in garbage. And, you know, these are kind of useful, actually. I'm gonna leave those. And here we go. So we finished the feature. We updated the expected representations, so all the tests pass. And, so this commit will be, to sort the placeholder names. Alright, now that branch is published, so now if I go to GitHub... Oh, actually I already have the repo open here. And we can see that I just pushed to this branch, so I'll make a PR. Normalize placeholder names. Why is this taking... something's lagging for some reason. Okay, so... Yeah, why is this going so slow? For some reason, my, there's so much lag. What's going on? I'm gonna exit this page because something's funny. We'll see what, see if anybody's up to anything cool. What was, what is Babuka? I don't know, I'll check that out later. Oh, now what? Yeah, it's still all laggy. Why is that? On every change, it has to like... Maybe this is a GitHub problem. I'm gonna type this in like something else because I'm not gonna deal with that. Then we'll say this PR sorts the placeholder names the variable placeholders to normalize the order of them. I think that's descriptive enough. All right, so now it's running the CI tests, which are the ones that doing the same thing that we just did. And we'll see if it takes the same amount of time on the GitHub Actions machine as it did on my machine. And, oh, interesting, it failed. Huh. I'm gonna have to, figure out why that happened. It's looking for a file with... Okay, let me see here. I have something here that I was using in development that shouldn't be. Wait. Oh, you know what? This is not... That's not supposed to be like that. Okay, so... Does that mean that I have to, Okay, so I'll make another commit correcting that, and I'll call it just, generate representations. Alright, so I'll push that, and then that'll immediately trigger another workflow run. And then I think it should work. We can go see, monitor the workflow in real time here. So it's doing all of this stuff. Now it's running the test. And nothing's failed yet, so I think we're good. Alright, now it's cleaning up, and it passed. We've got the green. Oh, that's such a nice color. I love it. Alright. So, let me turn the music off here. Do a nice little fade out. Okay, cool. So, that was a good stream. And we'll roll the outro music here. Alright. So until next time, if you'd like to support my work, go to patreon.com/BobbyCodes. That's patreon.com/BOBBI codes. Toodaloo.